Welcome to Sex Ed at 6. My name is Aria. Today I'm going to be telling you about menstrual cups. Now I know it's a little bit before 6, but Jade and I are super busy this week with everything going on and holiday and etc. So bear with me. I'm sorry we're a little bit early. It is what it is. So the last time I tuned in, I told you about the Tamina Ziggy Cup. After I did the review, I realized that I gave you no background information about reusable menstrual products. And so I am here now today to tell you about menstrual cups and how they work, what makes them cool, all that jazz. So as my little demo cup today, I have the Fun Factory Fun Cup. This is one of my personal favorite cups that I use on a regular basis, pretty much every time I have my period. The reason I like it so much is because it is soft enough to be comfortable, but firm enough to that it opens pretty easily. We'll get to that in a little bit. But overall, just a really good product. It's made of medical grade silicone, so this thing is going to last me for years. And I don't like tampons, and that's kind of the alternative. Pads you can definitely feel. Tampons give me cramps, so I like menstrual cups. So a couple cool things. First of all, if you hear a jingling, my cat is playing with a toy right now, so ignore that. Sorry, cats. Um, but menstrual cups, why are they cool? So menstrual cups, as you can see, are any kind of little bell-shaped cup that's meant to hold menstrual blood and other things that come out when you menstruate, you know. Um, they are very, very eco-friendly. One menstrual cup will last you for years, and we all know how many tampons we go through every month, um, that just wind up in the landfill. Whereas this one, you keep it for years, you only need one of them, and you're good to go. Another thing that makes them really cool is because they're medical grade silicone, instead of being absorbent, tampons actually take moisture away from the vaginal canal and can make your cramps worse. That's actually a thing that they do. And this just sits inside your body completely inert and doesn't do that. Another thing that makes it really cool is we've all heard of toxic shock syndrome, with the use of tampons, and you can only wear them for up to 8 hours because it's very dangerous. Over the course of how long that these have been around, and these have been around for decades, pretty much about the same length amount of time as tampons have been around, there's only ever been one reported case of toxic shock syndrome. One. And these things are gaining more and more popularity, and that to me is just something that's great to hear. So how do these work? What do you use them for? So the way they work is they are inserted into the vagina and they create a bit of a seal, and then they catch all of your flow, and then you just take it out, dump it out, rinse it off a little bit, put it back in, and then at the end of your cycle you boil it and you store it. And here are a couple things that I've learned personally from using them. To me, I start off my morning in the shower, and I like to insert my cup while I'm in the shower. So the way you would do so is you take the cup and you would use what's called a fold. So I'll show you the three most popular ones. The first one is the punch down fold. So you take it like this, you take your finger here, and then you literally punch it down into the body, and it becomes only a little bit bigger than a tampon. And then once you insert it into the vagina, you insert it like that, and then it kind of pops open like that, and then you make sure it's inserted all the way so that nothing is hanging out. Another fold you can do is called the C fold. So that one you pinch it in half, and then you pinch it in half again, and it makes kind of a C shape. Now for the fun cup, my favorite fold is the 7 fold. So you pinch it in half again, but instead of folding it in half like this, you bring the corner down, and so it makes this little 7 shape. and then you insert it and let it open. The way you remove it is you actually reach inside and then you pinch the sides to break the seal. You pull it out and then you dump it out. I've been able to wear these for a full 12 hours and I do have a pretty heavy flow. They hold up to, I believe, 15 or 20 milliliters, something like that. Let's see if it tells me. I don't have the best lighting, so I can't see. But it's somewhere between 15 and 20 milliliters. And the average um, amount of blood that's produced during menstruation for just people in general is 35 milliliters. In general, I fill this up about like a quarter to halfway at most, and that's wearing it a full 12 hours. Another thing that's really cool is that because they are so good at catching flow, I've been able to sleep naked in them um, without the use of any backup products. Now, when you are getting started, I do recommend getting a firmer cup. So that's something that has a bit more of a bounce back to it. It's just going to have an easier time getting it to open up inside your body. I also recommend wearing them with a backup product, whether it be period panties, which is another eco-friendly menstrual product, or a pad or a panty liner, something as backup just in case, because there is a bit of a learning curve of getting used to wearing them and how to insert them and kind of getting to know how your body works with the menstrual cup. And then I also recommend doing it on your day off, just in case you do have an oops and need to clean up. You don't have to worry about doing it in the middle of your workday. So those are kind of the basics of menstrual cups. Now, Enchantises carries a couple different ones. They have the Fun Factory Fun Cup. We also have the Jimmy Jane menstrual cups and the Satisfier cups. Now, if you have a sensitive urethra, I recommend the Satisfier cups because they are way, way, way softer, but they are harder to open. And then we also carry the Ziggy and Tamina cup, even though that's technically a menstrual disc and is worn completely differently. But all of those are available at Enchantises. Some of them are only available through special order, but we do have access to them. So they are just an amazing, fantastic product, and I try to talk about them every chance that I get in the store. Somebody's always interested in them, and how eco-friendly they are, how comfortable they are, how once you get into the groove, how easy they are to use. They're just an overall fantastic product. So if you have any more questions about menstrual products in general, or if you need me to recommend what menstrual cup works best for you, feel free to leave a comment, a question, message us on Facebook directly if you want to keep things a little more private. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. How do I turn this off? End live video.